Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm gonna show you some tips on how to color this Jester using Touchliit and Copic markers. To color the skin, I recommend two sets of colors. You can use Copic E00 and E21, or you can use Touchliit 131 and 133. These are exactly the same. The quality may differ a little bit, but the colors is the same, as you can see on the screen. In this video, I'm gonna use Copic to color, but just keep in mind that Touchliit would work as well too. So for the skin, I usually color one thin layer on most of the skin surface, just to avoid the edges for shading. For instance, if you leave her some spaces on the edges of her legs, it would make it more shiny and juicy. And then use the same markers to color one more layer on the areas you want to make darker. Then for the very dark areas, the one that being hidden, I would use E21 for Copic or 133 if it's Touchliit markers to color one thin layers and still try to avoid the edges like I showed in this video. And if you see that the colors is too different, don't worry, because you're gonna use the first markers, the E00 for Copic or 131 for Touchliit markers. Use that color to plan out the edges on the difference between two colors. And from this point, if you want the character skin to look darker, you can use E21 for darker areas and blending those areas from then. And in the end, you can use the first marker to apply one more layers if you want the characters to have very dark skin. And when you color with markers, because you can apply many layers, and as one more layer is on another one, the color gets a bit darker. So my advice is try to avoid the very dark colors in the first layers as much as possible, unless you are really sure that that area you want it to be really dark and unfixable. So my technique is always think of a color and then choose one color that is lighter in the same shades and one color that is darker. So for instance, because I want half of this costumes of the Jester is red, I'm gonna go with the red I like, which is number 4 Vivid Red in my Touchliit marker set. And then for darker areas, I can use the same markers and go on one or two more layers. Or you can use our darker shade of red, number 1 Wine Red in Touchliit markers, to go for those darker areas. It would apply for the same thing for other colors in the body too, like the blue ones. I hope the tutorial is good so far. I did intend to use her face and her upper body for skin tutorial, but then unfortunately I lost that footage, so I have to go for her lower body to show you guys how to color the skin tone, and I think it is a bit harder to follow, but I hope it would work out well. So to plan out her hair, I usually use 3 shades of color, and the first color is just her normal hair, which is blonde, and then for the lower part of the hair, which is usually pink, I go with like a lighter pink and a darker pink. Technically, you color 3 parts of the hair, and for any parts between those two, you can use the tip for blending, as I would show here in the video. As you can see, because I want to blend part of the area between her very dark pink to a lighter pink. I use the darker pink tip to tip a bit of marker ink to the one that is lighter color, and I use that lighter color with the tip of darker pink to color the inter area of the two colors. Therefore, your colors will be blended and it looking smooth. That will work out the same for the other hair area, which is blue too. And if you want to know more about how to blend the colors, the ombre colors, I would link in the description box one video I made just partly talk about blending hair colors. And the rest of the video is because kind of random. It's just me experiencing different ways to do the background, because that is one of the things that I'm really weak at right now, and because those are quite experimenting and it's not totally worked out yet for me, so I would prefer not to talk much about it. So currently I'm thinking about doing some collaborations with other people, with other artists. I'm thinking about that right now, but I'm not really sure about the details, so I'm trying to think more about it and let you guys know in the next video or something like that. But if any of you are interested, you can comment down below to let me know. So I guess that's all for this video, and see you next time.